Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Anne and on my channel I review foreign international content. Today I'm back to review Queen of Tears and in episode 5 and 6. And wow, this show has picked up. And okay, we're gonna talk about Hae-in in a minute here about first love, divorce gate, you know. She found out about the divorce papers. The baby, she lost the baby, or did she have an abortion? But before I get there, the first question that I had, and I'm not sure if you had the same thing going in your head, is what did the chairman do that everybody is coming for him? And first of all, they are all in on it. We're talking Dae-hae, Seo Chol's wife, who acts like she's all innocent, but she hates him because he's stupid, according to her. She grew up in the orphanage. Mr. Yoon also grew up in the orphanage with her. And then Grace, the assistant for the chairman of the whole family, she's in on it. And they are all here to take the chairman down. I'm like, all we've seen is him going to the orphanage to help those kids. He seems like he was doing a good thing. He actually talks about how he can relate with Napoleon because Napoleon was like a farm boy who ended up becoming an emperor. And the fact that he's trying to inspire them to say, look, this can happen to you too. I also came from a small town or whatever, and I became the chairman and became successful, meaning you can be successful too. So to me, Mr. Yoon, Dae-hae, all of them, the chairman should be like somebody they looked up to and love, but they're trying to take him down. I cannot wait to find out what is it that he did that it's been a plan. Clearly, it's been a plan for many years because even Dae-hae was made to marry Seo Chol on purpose. He thought he was marrying somebody younger than him, right? Because he hates the fact that his sister, who's older, always like terrorized him or bullied him or whatever. So he always wanted to marry a woman who was below his age, only to find out that the woman he's married to is older. And the baby came up. Even the chairman is like, that child seems much more cute and more smart than you. And then the aunt is like, yeah, that baby doesn't even look like you. So now it's like they're questioning, are you sure that child is yours? And then here's the mother's like, oh, we got DNA. And Grace is like, yeah, we did the DNA. He's 99.9% his. I'm like, you're right. Watch. We're going to find out that child is not his. If anything, probably belongs to Mr. Yoon, right? Because it was Mr. Yoon, Dae-hae, who went to Yeon-woo's room to set up the whole, first of all, the cameras, right? And to pretty much like raid on his room to see if they can find any evidence. And that's when they found the divorce papers and now have set Yeon-woo, right? That's crazy. The other person, by the way, that the chairman should be worried about is the girlfriend. That girlfriend is also in on it with them. Why? Because he was the one who said to him, oh, what is this? As in, like, this whole time you've been sitting here playing this game with him, this is the first time you're seeing that camera? No, it's because they're the ones who set up the new cameras in there so that they can set Yeon-woo up, right? So the fact that she is teeing him to the chairman like, oh, what is this? And then all of a sudden, here comes chairman's secretary coming in to say, hey, gotten some report that there's embezzlement of money. And then they go to find out, oh, somebody's watching you. And this whole time, by the way, Mr. Yoon got the chairman that present, that Napoleon portrait, but there's a camera in there so he can watch him even more closely. What in the world did the chairman do? What did he do that they're all coming for him and they want to bring him down? I don't get it. And you know what's crazy? Yeon-woo is the only one who's gonna save this family because that stupid brother of hers was being told to do this deal that's gonna cost $1 trillion. By the way, I thought that was funny when the chairman was like, oh, so you wanna set up the business? How much is it gonna cost? $1 trillion. He goes, sure, go do it with your money. That was hilarious. And he's like, oh, come on, Grandpa, come on, help me. Because you know what? Mr. Yoon is willing to help me invest. And Yun Woo was like, wait a minute, we have to evaluate risks, okay? We have to go check it out and evaluate risk. And he did not like that at all. And then the other thing I was gonna bring up about the chairman's girlfriend, find out about her identity. So she may not be who she is, and she had a child. What is going on, right? Because the aunt is like, do some investigation. I don't know who she is, especially when they had that confrontation about, what are you feeding my dad? And then she ends up beating her. I was like, oh, she always acts so calm and quiet, but the way she just put her head down on the ground and twisted her arm, pretty much like sprained the arm. And she was like, I've been dealing with you for years. I'm not gonna take it anymore. And then when she goes to tell the dad, she broke my arm or whatever and hit me. And the dad is like, I can't believe it. I'm saying, like, he's like, he can't believe it. And she's like, no, I did it. He's like, no, I don't believe it. Right? Because she looks so cute, innocent. How would you believe her? But she's definitely in all of them. She's with Mr. Yoon, Grace, the assistant, and Dae-hae. They are all in it to take the chairman. And oh my God, I just want to find out why. Because, the plan that they put together, I have to give it up to them. It's impressive to try and bring the chairman down. So I cannot wait to find out more information about what happened there. But let's go back to the Lovebirds. I have to say, end of episode 5 and beginning of episode 6, oh, that was so romantic. In the fact that they're falling in love again. That was good to see. The whole scene when they're in Germany, that was excellent. It was bothering me, the fact that all the doctors are like, no, you can't do that. And she's like, no, who do you think you are? And I'm like, girl, just because you got money doesn't mean that the doctors don't know what they're talking about, right? So I thought that was interesting. And then it's also interesting to see how it took her getting sick to get soft. Like when she was walking in that hospital after she had been told, like, yeah, I'm sorry, but your chances are not that good. She didn't like that answer, and she's walking out and sees that guy whose child is in the hospital in an incubator. But it looked like obviously he was stressing because now he has to pay the bills. And I thought she was really sweet, the fact that she said, hey, can you make sure to bring juices to my company? You know, bring as many, every employee should have one. And he's thinking, oh my God, that means I can make money and probably pay this bill. And I thought, okay, the ice queen, the ice is definitely melting. And then obviously now in Germany, and then the fact that Yun Woo went to see her, I really thought it was really cute that the fact that, you know, they're getting back together, the kiss, the hug, oh, you promised to be by my side. He was like, but you said you wouldn't make me cry, but this whole time you've been making me cry, which is the reason why I'm like, girl, now you're mad that he wants a divorce. Like, you shouldn't be surprised that at some point in your marriage, he wanted a divorce. First of all, the baby. I thought, what a cruel way to tell him that you lost the baby. He just comes home and they're removing everything from the nursery. At what point shouldn't you pick up the phone and be like, honey, we lost the baby? Unless she had an abortion and did it on purpose. And that's why she doesn't want to explain it to him. The way she told herself, don't cry, you have no right. I'm like, why don't you have the right to cry if you've lost your child? Right? I'm like, so did you have an abortion? So it wasn't a case of just, unfortunately, you lost the baby. But she kept the picture. So then I'm like, is it an abortion? I don't know. We'll find out. But I just thought it was very heartless the way she tells him that. And by the way, I thought it was really cute that Hyun Wo's family, the whole little town, has become popular just because she went and ate there. And now everybody wants to go and do the same thing. That was really cute to see. That being said, Yeon Woo has a lot of work to do to prove his innocence, because now all evidence is pointing to him that he's the one who put the cameras in there. And now he wants a divorce. I'm hoping the fact that he left his car there by that guy who was supposed to restore that USB, which we found out it was So Cheol's wife, who was the one who cut that fence, you know, put the food so that boar could come and attack, I guess, which that tells me the boar must have been meant to go and kill the chairman or her, right? One of them. We'll find out who they are going after. At this point, I'm thinking the chairman, because it seems like that's who they are going after. They want to bring him down. which, by the way, tells me Queen of Tears means queen as in the company, and they want to bring them to tears. Yeah, I want to know. I cannot wait to find out what this chairman did to them that they are all coming for him, right? Like, just interesting. And then we'll see how their relationship progress. I feel like what's going to happen is their relationship, I feel like it's been rekindled. They are in love with each other. I'm also worried that we are also headed for a sad ending in the fact that she's sick. They're going to end up falling in love. Yeon-woo is going to be there to save her and the family, and they're going to be really like so into each other, and now she's dying. The part where I'm in Germany and she's telling him, look, when I die, you know, I want you to write a nice eulogy. You can cry because I know nobody's going to come to, you know, cry for me or something like that. Like, I was like, girl, you are so heartless. Like, you're telling him these things like, ouch, after you guys have just rekindled your relationship. So I'm thinking, for that reason, I'm thinking we could end up with a sad ending in the fact that they fall in love, but she ends up losing her life. By the way, who else caught on for watching Crash Landing on You? Did anybody catch that? I'm just saying, if you're a Korean drama fan and you've never watched a Crash Landing on You, you're not serious, okay? I'm gonna need you to not just walk, I need you to run and go watch Crash Landing on You. Oh, one of the best shows we ever watched. That was so good. One of the favorites. And the fact that those two got married in real life, oh, just so good. Anyway, watch Crash Landing on You and thank me later. But anyway, what did you guys think of 5 and 6? I'm feeling like, wow, this has definitely picked up, and they're definitely throwing crumbs, and we're like, we want more answers, we want more answers. Oh, and by the way, we also found out that the brother, the reason why the mother does not like her is because the brother died. The older brother, when they were younger, tried to save her when they had that accident with the boat. And the boat went down and they were both in the water. She was lucky enough to swim, and the brother was not able to make it. And I guess now we got our answer what happened there. But so far, loving it. I cannot wait for 7 and 8 to see what more we find out. I definitely want to find out what the chairman did. What did the chairman do? Anybody has any speculation about what he did that they're all coming for him? Because Mr. Yoon, oof, he's here to replace Yeon-woo. And I'm like, no, you wouldn't. I'm like, I thought you had your chance. You dated her. Why? Or is it a case of when you wanted to date her, it didn't work out because it was the chairman who said, oh no, you're from the orphanage, you're not good enough for my granddaughter? My spidey sense. I wonder, but we shall find out. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. If you do like my video, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next week when I review episodes 7 and 8. Deuces.